Alright, gotta be careful against the flowchart day one Ken. Well, we're all playing day one to be honest. Alright. Oh, hey, look at that. I told you. Drive impact cannot beat the legs. Anyway, watch this. He loves the jab. I'm gonna use a super. There we go. Here we go. Full punish. Full punish. And the follow up. It's gonna hit him. Hey, look at that, guys. There we go. KO. That is the power of the world's strongest woman right there. How's it going, everyone? Outlaw Client here, and this week I somehow managed to get a code to get into this second closed beta, so I'm not used to winning these code lotteries. But anyway, I think that's enough chit chat for now. Let's get right into it. Alright, so let's check out some of these modes. We've got multiplayer online, then we got fighting ground, which seems to have a few different modes, and oh, okay, so got some world tour. You know what, let's try world tour. I want to try that. Okay, maybe not. Alright, so although I didn't apply for the first beta, I heard a lot of people complaining about how all the controls are set to modern by default, so I had to go to the controls menu quickly, had to change it to those delicious classic controls there. You know, modern's pretty good for newer players, but honestly, the classic life is the only life for me. Ah, how could I forget about the customizations? Now, as I said, I didn't participate in the first beta, but I saw a lot of people building some monstrosities with this thing, so I'm just gonna take a quick look through all of the options. You know, I won't dwindle for too long, but I'll just take a look and see what you can do with this thing, because it seems to be quite detailed. Anyway, look at that. Lovely Akuma face there. Lovely. Right down the middle, maybe. Well, you know, I fully embrace my full Akuma. Alright, let me see. I'm close to Luke's size, but I can't have Luke over there upstaging me, so I've got to make him a real long boy. Got to put the waist all the way down, stretch him out like a giraffe. But a body, of course, not neck. Anyway, what we got here. Moving the length. Okay, I see some of the information. Head size 51, I don't think that'll cut it. Let's go to the shoulder size. Here we go. We've got to make him a nice strong guy. He's got to lift a lot, but decrease those traps. I can't have him too strong. And next up, we need that hand size. Guys, we're going to need to put it to the max. I want the enemy to feel it when I throw those punches, so there's only one thing to do. Alright, abs gone down. The bulge, I'll put that down as well. It's got to be nice and symmetrical there. Everything's got to match. Look at that, lovely, lovely. Alright, gonna have to do something about those cheeks. There we go. Let's just puff them out a little bit more. Gotta make them as big as possible, as pinchable as possible, as I like to say. Oh, look at that, nearly done. Nearly done, guys. We are nearly there to ultimate character creation perfection. Alright, hair's finished, eyebrows are finished. We've got to switch things up a little bit with the lips. I think the nose is done as well there. And also, as you can see by the eyes, he's got plenty of time now. But all of these are okay. I don't change it too much, I don't think. So I think we'll just stick with this one. Alright, so I got the full face paint, and there's the vigilante as well. But oh, you know what? We need the all-seeing eye. That's what we need here. An eye that sees everything. No action will go unnoticed. Right, and finally the gear. You know, guys, I don't need any of this gear. We don't need this where we're going. With the features of a hobbit and the height of an NBA star, I am more than ready to do battle. Let's do this.
Now, go explore and have some fun!
Oh, don't worry about that. I've certainly had more than enough fun with this character creation. Maybe a little bit too much, but here is our final product. So we've got a few new characters here. We have Jamie, we've got Kimberly, but I'm just going right back to Ryu. Yeah, I'm a very easy guy to please. As long as I can chuck fireballs, I will keep my mouth shut. We got that beta commentary as well, the top tier commentators. That is kind of cool, I gotta admit. Okay, finally a taste of the practice mode gameplay. Well, you know, we might have been in that character creator for about an hour, but we're finally here to test things out. So we've got the drive mechanics, we've got parry, we've got rush, and of course the classic Hadouken. Somehow the modern controls have broken through, so that's a little strange. I'm gonna have to see if I can change it up a little bit. Alright, a few more Shoryukens, and let's go back to the option menu. Okay, so for some reason I'm locked into modern controls, so I'm guessing... Am I forced in practice mode, or do I have to go to another menu? Okay, hey, just gonna scroll through some of these other menus. Let me see, P1. So yeah, it is on classic. I don't know what's going on. Let me take a look around again. There must be something.
Eventually.
Right, so I finally found out you don't want to go to the main menu and you don't want to go to the in-game menu, but you actually want to go to the lobby menu, which you can change it from there. I hope they change it in the full game, but it is what it is, I guess. Right, so the main mechanic here seems to be drive rush. If you double tap forward, then you can cancel it into another move, but it seems to use up like 3 bars of stamina, so that's kind of crazy. Let's take a look at this one. There's like a frame data bar, so not only do you get the startup, active and recovery frames, but you also get a bar where you can kind of visualize it, so that is actually really cool. So again, take that Tekken 7 frame data DLC. Oh, and also hats off to Jury for being a test dummy this time around. I couldn't do it without her. But also, guys, I should mention the EX moves here. Look, you can do like EX move into super because it uses only the stamina gauge, so combos are going to be pretty crazy this time around. Right, so I was looking up some gameplay of all the characters, and one character I just could not find anything on was Chun-li, so couldn't find much footage. I haven't played her since Street Fighter 2, but you know what, I said I think I'll do it myself, so... Oh, and I get to chuck fireballs as well, so win-win situation all around. My goodness, what have I walked into? Guys, I can absolutely see why very few people play Chun-li. She's actually got like stances and stuff this time around, so pretty insane compared to the other characters. Definitely the most technical character, but I'll give her a little bit of time to practice, then I'll get back to you through the power of editing. Okay, day 2 Chun-li, and I can tell you that compared to the other characters, her execution is not easy. But I've found a few drive rush combos, and I drop it just as I say it. But I've also found some aerial combos like head stomps to super, so pretty good punish game. Now I'm ready to forget absolutely everything in my next few matches. Alright, that is enough training for today. Now I am fully ready for my first match. If I can just work out where to go for my next match. I don't want to do the crazy extreme battles over there, so let's run towards the center so it looks like I actually know what I'm doing. Okay, so it turns out you have to go to your profile, press X, so when in doubt, profile it out. Oh my goodness, the faces. Yeah, Chun-li couldn't believe it either. Alright guys, round 1, first match. Now, you may have noticed, but this time I've switched up to the post-match commentary instead of the live commentary because I kind of wanted to explain my mindset or the inner workings of a Street Fighter Noob's mind or what's going on. But I can assure you guys, the gameplay gets a little better as it goes on as I learn a few new things. This is pretty much my first online or one of my early online matches here. So, as always, a Ryu matchup. Funnily enough, we had a lot of Ryus, or I had a lot of Ryus and Kens online as expected, but Ken was far more overwhelming than Ryu's in this matchup. So, yeah, I tried to cut out most of the Ken matches. But as you guys can see there, with supers, you will not take any chip damage whatsoever, or at least not your health bar. I noticed it's only your stamina meter, so stamina is pretty much the main meter in this in Street Fighter 6 as a whole. And what you'll see there as well is what I was talking about with the drive rush. So a lot of like crouching medium kicks into drive rush is really good option at starting combos. Of course, I don't think it's worth it with my punishes. I'm only getting like barely any damage. Not even close to a quarter. But hey, you know, it's the thought that counts. I'm just trying to get that practice in. Anyway, Ryu throwing out the drive impact, going to be stuffed, but of course I took a Hadouken to the face. It's not good for your health, I can assure you of that. Anyway, yeah, so Chun-li's kind of like a mid-range zoner. I think she has some really good tools. She gets in especially well against fireball characters. Oh, and here we go. Here's the super to super. Oh, and there we go. So if you delay that heavy punch in the air after the head stomp, you can actually, as you guys saw there, you can get the level 2 into the level 1 combo. So Chun-li can pile on the damage, and her punish game is pretty strong, honestly. But yeah, she's got a few. There we go. She's got the overhead there as well, which works really well getting in on fireballs. I kind of need to get used to the Hazanshu timing. But anyway, I don't know if it matters too much here. As you can see again, only my stamina meter's taking the damage, and I'm going to finish things off with a crouching medium. You know, the classic Ryu panicking. I mean, as I said, this is an early beta, so yeah, pretty much affected all of us at this point. But hey, pretty good start, I guess. Alright, so next up, you get to see another brand new stage, but this time we have the brand new character, the Drunken Master, Jamie. Oh, sorry, no, that's a special drink, of course. It's not rum. No strong stuff there, as confirmed by Capcom. But anyway, as you can see, he works like a meter system, so I want to say kind of similar to Nekali in the way, you know, Nekali from Street Fighter 5, where he gets his levels, and once he levels up, then he gets access to new moves and just stronger options in general. Kind of funny that I didn't play him, just because Nekali is my main in Street Fighter 5, with the little amount of Street Fighter 5 that I played. But anyway, it's almost as if I'm supposed to be commentating a match here. Anyway, as you guys can see, the drive impact, pretty strong option. Like, you'll see a lot of people using it at low levels. Again, it eats up a certain number of hits. But Chun-li is especially good against drive impact, because not only if you have good reaction time, you can impact the drive impact, or essentially counter drive impact, but you can also, well, yeah, you can also use Chun-li's lightning legs as well, which again is more than enough hits to cancel it out. Anyway, Against Jamie, he is a character that doesn't have any projectiles at all. Unlike Nekali with the ground pound move, he has absolutely no projectiles from what I can tell. So I really should have just been spamming Kikokens all day. But I decided to go for the, for the classic rush down style, of course. No running away from me over here. No, you don't worry. You'll see that in the later footage. Anyway, Jamie finishing things, well, trying to finish things off with a combo, but of course he's just going to jump right over my level 2 super. So, hey, as I said, the good thing here is that you can do different levels. So there's level 1, there's level 2, and there's level 3. So if you're like me and you miss your super, then you can at least have 1 bar left for a little bit extra. Anyway, going to use the drive impact to corner him. And again, it does do a nice ground bounce if you hit them against the wall. But as you saw there, guys, got the head stomp, the stance change into launch, into head stomp, and right, finishing off with the Kosho level 1 super. Alright, anyway, switching things up. This is the Ken, and as I said, there were more Kens than... just so many Kens, so little time in my online experience, so I tried to cut out most of the Ken battles and just left a few of them in there. But anyway, as I said, this is one of the very, very early matches. I hadn't even gone... Oh, you know what? I didn't even go to ranked mode at all, so you'll just see new challenger the entire time. But I had a few good matches here. Anyway, just learning the basics of Ken. And to be completely honest, I probably should have known Ken inside out by this point, because I had like 5 or 6 other Kens before this one. But this guy was... I did beat him in the last round, but he was playing very patiently after. So there I go, using more drive, rush, and impact. And of course, I'm just going to go into burnout mode. And one thing I didn't mention about burnout mode, so at the top, as you can see, the meter's gone, so you lose access to all the drive moves. But as you can see there, guys, I don't need no drive. I don't need no drive moves at all. You know, we've got Chun-li throw power, so that's all good. But as I was saying before, the supers don't chip you out. Only when you're in burnout mode will you take any chip damage, and again, that's from both normals and supers, so you've got to be careful there. But if you've still got a little bit of meter, then you're pretty safe in terms of chip damage. Now, as I mentioned, I think a lot of this game will revolve around like drive, rush, cancelling. Again, as I said, it's just a really good way of allowing you to get some strong confirms. And I don't know how I ate up all of those medium kicks, Jesus. But yeah, using those kicks all the time, so I decided to go with the uncooked super right into the level 1. So again, quite consistent with those nowadays. But yeah, not my cleanest display there with all those medium kicks hitting me. But anyway, now again, I think if my punish game was a little bit better, I probably would have been able to kill Ken there from that confirm. But again, as I said, this is just a beta. This is day 2, I think, at the time, and I didn't really play much of Chun-li the day before, so still very new, and I'm gonna have to learn a lot of these confirms and so on. But anyway, Ken is gonna finish things off. He's gonna put a stop to my my comeback, the clutch factor. Anyway, a lot of jabs as you see there. As I say, a lot of jabs on both ends. We'll pretty much just jab in all day, all night in these matches. But yeah, I need a little bit more time, please. Beta, come back to us. We need more training time. So one thing you'll notice that I don't use too much is the drive parry, which functions exactly like a classic parry, but you can do a perfect parry as well. Oh, there we go, just like Ken, he's very, very nicely showing it off there. And unfortunately with the Hazansho, I'm going to get punished there, which actually is a combo, honestly. If you hit counter hit, if they throw a fireball and then you counter hit, you can actually get a full combo, so that's really good. But like I was saying with the drive parry, you don't really get... Like, the scaling is pretty crazy on that one from what I could tell in practice mode, so I mostly just stick with the drive rush, because as I said, the scaling's so bad on the drive parry that you won't be doing too much damage. Not that I really have top tier punish games anyway, but yeah, just thought I'd just thrown it out there so you guys know. Alright, and in my final game of the day, we have the Jamie, and again, I was kind of going on a rampage against this Jamie. Mad respect to this guy though, because he's using a brand new character, so... not only is it confusing controls, but it's also getting used to this beta day 1 or 2 in this instance, but he's also learning a brand new character, so that's pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna throw out the random anti-air, but luckily for me, Jamie doesn't know too many punishes just like myself, so managed to get away with murder and then stick with the jabs. But yeah, guys, as you saw there, that is Chun-Li's stance, which I was talking about. If you do the quarter circle back and punch, then you can like kind of lie on the ground for a bit, or fold her legs on the ground, and then she gets access to 6 extra moves. So, as I said, she's a very complex character, and you can even like get the stances mid combo as well. So there's a lot to learn about Chun-Li, and there's a lot that 2 days definitely won't be able to cover. So anyway, Jamie just trying to get all stylish there. Level 4 drink, which is his maximum level. And as I said, you do not want to give this guy any space. You want to rush him down, not like what I was doing before. But anyway, got the Kikosho there, or Kikoken even, not the super. But yeah, that will finish things off with the final Jamie match. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this beta Chun-Li gameplay. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, because just let me know if you want to see more of this content in the future. I don't usually cover Street Fighter, but I'm really enjoying 6 so far. This beta is honestly one of the best fighting game betas I've played ever. It just had so much to do, and even more, to be honest. So yeah, I could definitely see myself going back to Street Fighter 6 in the future if you guys want to see it. And I'm honestly really tempted to go back to Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition online, just to, practice, prepare myself for Street Fighter 6. Maybe I could have some really good online games.